Okay, so now we are going to learn some words related to addresses, phones, dates, and emails. Let's try it out. So the first word we have is la dirección, which means the address. La dirección, the address. And the second one is el número de teléfono. So número means number, teléfono means phone. So the phone number, the telephone number. El número de teléfono. The phone number. Simple. Similar to English. And the second one. The third one. La fecha. The date. La fecha. The date. And number 4. This is a little bit long to say, but it's la dirección de correo electrónico. The email address. So, la dirección, the address, de, of, correo, mail, electrónico, electronic. The address of mail electronic. So, in Spanish, you can basically just say el email. Email. Same, we use the same word as in English, but the full, formal, complete word is la dirección de correo electrónico, the email address. So some people might ask you, dame tu email, give me your email. But some people might be more brave enough and they will say, dame tu dirección de correo electrónico. So they use the whole complete phrase. Okay, let's try number 1. La dirección, the address. Number 2. El número de teléfono. Number 3. La fecha. And number 4. La dirección de correo electrónico. Okay. And we have also this one. You know the symbol, the at symbol? In Spanish, we call it arroba. So in English, you would say at. For example, Hugo at hugo.com. Hugo at. But in Spanish, you would say hugo@hugo.com. So I just made up that email. Arroba at. Okay, let's try the examples. And we actually have lots of examples. So the first one is la dirección es 62 Washington Street. The address is 62 Washington Street. So when it comes to some English addresses, some people might actually say the whole word as in English. 62 Washington Street. Some people would say it like that. Another way of saying it would be la dirección es número 62, number 62, calle Washington, Washington Street. So this is the other way of saying it. So if somebody's in the US, they might actually say it 62 Washington Street, Washington Avenue. But in other places, they will say número 62, calle Washington, number 62 Washington Street. So there are many ways of saying it. Let's try the other example. El número de teléfono de la policía es el 911. The phone number of the police is 911. El número de teléfono de la policía es 911. And let's try the other example. Mi número de teléfono es el... And this is when it gets complicated, because there are many different ways of saying it. You can either say es el 012-345-678. Some people say it that way, but other people might say it in a different way. They would say, mi número de teléfono es el 012-345-678. So some people say the whole numbers. My phone number is 012-345-678, while other people will say, my phone number is 012-345-678. So make sure you kind of get used to these ones. The easiest way is to say 012-345-678. But if you know all of the numbers and you're very used to them, you can say 012, 012, 345, 345, 678, 678. Okay, let's try the other example. La dirección del restaurante es calle Manzana 18. The address of the restaurant is 18 Apple Street. So yes, there are different ways of saying the addresses. So it depends on the country you are, because some countries would say the numbers first, other countries will say the numbers at the end. So it all depends on which country you are. And another example. El número de teléfono del restaurante es el 1-23-456-789. So I'm saying, so the phone number is 1-23-456-789. So once again, there are many ways of saying the numbers, I think in English as well. Okay, another example. La fecha de hoy es 3 de agosto del 2021. Today's date is August 3, 2021. So in Spanish, we say the whole number. 2021, 2021. In English, you just say 2021, 2020. 2009. You do say 2009. You don't say 29. Yeah, 2009. So, for example, 2019, 2018, those type of years. But in Spanish, we say the complete number. 2021, 2021. In English, it's different. It actually changed. After 2009, we just started to say 2010, 2011, 2020, 2012. Ah, interesting. I just realized that. So, in Spanish, we say the whole numbers. 2021. And the next one. Hoy, another way of saying it is hoy es el 3 de agosto del 2021. Today is the 3rd of August of 2021. So there are different ways of saying the dates. La fecha de hoy es, today's date is, or just simply hoy es el, today is the. Okay, let's try another example. We have many examples actually. ¿Cuál es tu dirección de correo electrónico? What's your email address? And there's actually a mistake in this one. Let's see if you can actually spot it. So the mistake is that in Spanish, you're always supposed to open the question mark and then close them at the end. So this one is not open. So this is a common mistake when people are first starting to learn Spanish. They will just close it the same way as in English, but in Spanish we open them and then we close them. Okay, next one. Let's try this one. It makes the same mistake once again. You're supposed to open and close. ¿Cuál es tu email? What's your email? ¿Cuál es tu email? What's your email? So remember to open the question sign and close them at the end. Okay, let's try this one. Mi dirección de correo electrónico es, and whatever email you have, email arroba, which is the @ symbol, email.com. I made up that email. Don't send them any emails. I don't know what it is. So my email address is email@email.com. And the next one. Mi email, another way of saying it, instead of saying the whole phrase, I'm gonna say it fast. Mi dirección de correo electrónico es. So it's too long, too fast, too long, too complicated. You can just say, mi email es email@email.com. My email is. So I recommend going for this one. It's shorter and it's more, and it's easier. Everybody understands. The next one. Mi cumpleaños es el 20 de octubre. My birthday is on the 20th of October. Mi cumpleaños es el 20 de octubre. And another example. El 12 de julio vamos a la playa. The 12th of July we'll go to the beach. Vamos a la playa. El 12 de julio. Another example, you can ask people. Here you can see that the question mark is opened and then closed. ¿Sabes la dirección del museo? Do you know the museum address? ¿Sabes la dirección del museo? And you can reply. You get another example. Quiero llamar al doctor. ¿Sabes su número de teléfono? I want to call the doctor. Quiero llamar al doctor. Do you know his phone number? ¿Sabes su número de teléfono? Okay, so that's it for this one. It was a little bit of a long lesson, but I'm sure you'll learn something new today. Thanks for watching. So now it's your turn to practice Spanish. You can find the lessons Quizlet by going into the lecture resources folder. Thanks for watching.